Rob Humphrey here with LinkedIn Marketing Solutions, the education vertical. Today I'm here at Education Connect 2015 in New York City, and I have with me Andrew Hickey, the Director of Digital Marketing with eCornell. Andrew, thanks for stopping in today.
Thanks for having me. This is great.
So you're the Director of Digital Marketing. Now let me ask you this. If you weren't the Director of Digital Marketing and you had an entirely different career path, what would that be?
I'd probably still be a journalist. I started out in journalism, before I made the jump to digital marketing, and I love writing. I can't stop writing, and I do it for myself now, but if I wasn't doing this, I'd probably be writing. And the reason that I'm not anymore is because it's really difficult to make a living being a journalist.
Of course. So let's talk about digital marketing.
Sure.
Technology-wise, you've been using a lot of different LinkedIn tools.
Mm-hmm.
Educate me briefly on the technology stack for marketing. What's that look like?
Sure. Our stack is maybe a little less complex than others.
And I love just saying stack, by the way.
I know.
It's a cool thing to say, marketing stack.
Yeah, it makes me feel like I know what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
So we have marketing automation system. We use Pardot. We've used Marketo in the past. They're all great tools. And that's kind of the foundation of our marketing stack. We use some other technology. We use LinkedIn Lead Accelerator, as our kind of, I consider it kind of like super retargeting, and lead nurturing. We use a product called AdStage to do a lot of our campaign management. It's a great tool. It really helps out with managing a lot of our LinkedIn ad campaigns, and it handles paid search and Twitter. I think that's kind of like the core tools that we use. Of course, we use the ad platforms, Google, LinkedIn, a couple others.
You've talked a lot about the science of marketing. What about the art of marketing? What's the most important thing that modern marketers could be doing today to really focus on the art of marketing, particularly to education consumers?
I think the modern marketer really needs the ability to write well, especially in higher ed. A lot of the materials and a lot of the research that students do, whether they're young adults or people looking at professional development in their career, they're willing to consume quite a bit of content along the way. And as a marketer, you have to make sure that what you're writing, whether it's around a piece of visual content or it's a piece of written content, you have to make sure that you're really, really solid on your ability to communicate your message.
Tell me about measurement. How do you measure? What do you measure? Why is it important?
We measure, honestly, as much as we can. But when it comes to looking at performance and especially looking at success, our main measurement is the money that we're spending, producing for us. Is there good ROI? Ultimately, at the end of the day, that's what makes or breaks a campaign. So our ultimate measure is essentially return on our investment. And there's a number of metrics before that, cost per lead, and all those things that are kind of like leading indicators. Mm-hmm. ROI is very much a lagging indicator, so it's difficult to make adjustments on the go based on ROI, especially in higher education. The buying cycle or the decision-making cycle is so long.
So what do you think? What do you think is most important, Andrew? Measuring cost per lead or the downstream actual enrollment? And do you actually measure those two things?
I think, ultimately, I think the main metric is that downstream enrollment. It's without that, your marketing is not successful, and you can have the best cost per lead in the world, and you can have the most efficient top of your funnel that you can put together. But if it's not producing enrollments, then it's really not worth it. If we have a really high cost per lead, we kind of red flag it and we're like, okay, keep an eye on this campaign, keep an eye on the way that we're spending this money. If we don't see some enrollments from this in the near future, then we know that this is one of the places that we're going to kind of, cut things out.
Very briefly, you've been successful with the LinkedIn product set. How would you summarize why that is?
I couldn't imagine a better network, a better social network to find folks that are interested in the programs that we have. People go to LinkedIn for to basically better themselves, to advance their career in a number of different ways, whether that's recruiting or growing your network, trying to find a new job. And I think our audience is on LinkedIn. I think that the targeting capabilities that LinkedIn has are, I mean, they could always be better, but they're really, really good as they are, and I'm sure that they will get better, right?
Yeah, absolutely. I think you're going to get incredibly better. We appreciate your comment. You're
Sure,
not a
yeah.
conference guy. You took the effort, and you're also going to be on a panel today.
Yeah.
Talking about digital marketing, and we're really excited to hear what you have to say there.
Yeah.
Andrew Hickey, Digital Marketing Director at eCornell. I'm Rob Humphrey with LinkedIn Marketing Solutions, and we'll talk to you next time.